Hey everybody, this is your orchestration tutor Thomas Goss with some announcements for 2010. I want to start off first of all with some thanks to everybody who has, really made this site a reality. I couldn't imagine this many friends and this many subscribers and this much response to what I'm trying to do here. And I just want to say I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments, and the other thing I wanted to say was I wanted to congratulate everybody for taking their music so seriously. I've noticed that a lot of people are posting things that just seem to be progressing and developing, and if I have even the teeniest bit to do with people's progress, then I'm honored. Just to bring to your attention, if you haven't visited the site in a while, the new score reading playlist is now complete with recommendations of scores that you could read, a little tutorial of going through Mozart and reading one of his scores, and just some general suggestions on how to score reading and so on. Then, of course, the ongoing intro still has a few chapters to go. I'd hope to have them finished by this month, but it's just going to take a little bit longer because as I do these videos more and more, I'm starting to sort of raise the bar on myself a little bit and try to have better and better production values. So it's slowing me up a little, but it's ending up with better videos, I think. And I hope to add another segment or two to the Harp Scoring playlist soon, so stay posted for that. Some of you may have noticed that I have not actually posted my course notes yet at thomasgosscomposer.com, but I do intend to soon. So if you've been surfing over there to check out what's going on and notice that the website is still under construction, my apologies, but I will have some course notes soon which can go into way greater detail than what I'm allowed to say in the 10 minutes that YouTube lets me. I've been getting a lot of response from people about IMSLP, and everybody that has given me feedback has said that it's a great site and they're getting a lot out of it, going over there, downloading scores, printing some of them up, reading them on their screens, and getting into score reading that way. And that's a great thing. But just remember, just like Wikipedia, it is basically a volunteer site and they survive on donations. And thinking about it, really economically, you're probably saving hundreds of dollars, possibly even thousands of dollars if you're really getting into score reading. And I think that, maybe this holiday season might be a good time to make a donation to IMSLP, just, even a small amount, maybe for the cost of, one Dover score, which might be like, say, $10 to $15. That type of donation would really help go a long way with those guys. They're doing a great job, a great service for you and me, and for the whole world, really. So let's help them out. So let me just tell you about some of the playlists that I have planned for 2010 and 2011. I'm noticing that I'm getting a lot of subscribers who are not notation based, and I don't want them to feel left out because they're doing actually some really interesting stuff electronically. For them, I'm going to create a special playlist based on the whole concept of orchestration without notation. All right, not that you should avoid notation, but if you don't have the skills yet, then this is a way of understanding certain concepts about orchestration without having to read. Another playlist that I've got planned, which has a little bit to do with this, is going to be called Orchestrating a Crossover Concert. And this is something that I've done quite a bit of. That is taking a rock band or some other popular music, gospel, jazz, and so on, and incorporating it into an orchestral arrangement. It's just a great test of your imagination and of your ability to balance elements, and also just really exhilarating to hear the orchestra play along with them in new and challenging ways, not just the typical background type noise, but really the orchestra interacting with the rock band arrangement. People are asking me lots of questions about film scoring. It is something that I've done, but it's not my main line. I'm more of a concert music composer, but I have really made it a point in my career to do as many types of scoring as possible. So I do have some experience in film scoring, and I know a lot of guys who are in the business right now, and there's a lot that I could be passing along to you, a lot of advice from some of my friends and acquaintances, a lot of professional resources that I could be listing for you, and a lot of my own perspectives in the basics of scoring from the pure orchestrator's perspective. So that is a playlist that I'm really looking forward to putting together for you guys over the next couple of years. Another playlist which is very, very important is score preparation, and that is the mechanics of putting the score together. Some of these things that I've alluded to before in my intro series, and it's actually quite technical and is a step-by-step process. And all of you guys out there who really want your stuff to be played by an orchestra, you better understand this, and I better put it down into a series of segments for you guys. So anyways, that should be coming up too. Finally, a series which I feel is very important for most of you orchestrators out there is understanding the orchestra as an artistic organization and as a business. I'm going to do a whole segment on that, and hopefully have some interviews with people who work in orchestra administrations in the orchestras that I work with, and have some of their perspectives, have some of the conductor's perspective as well, and just to help you understand that when you're writing a piece of music, it's going to have ramifications that are economic, that are organizational for the orchestra. You know, if you ask for a weird instrument or if you ask for more rehearsal time, all these things have consequences. So if I do a series on that, it'll really help you guys to make the correct choices when you are orchestrating. Now, here's some very important news for a lot of you YouTube orchestrators and composers out there. I'm now officially announcing a series of segments that I'm going to be doing on a monthly basis called YouTube Composer of the Month. In order to be a YouTube Composer of the Month, the composer has got to have a clip of a decent recording with a real orchestra which contains something unique or instructive to share with other orchestrators. You've got to be a professional orchestrator or a career track student or somebody who's definitely going to be doing it for a living, okay, or have already done it in a professional or semi-professional basis. In order for me to select somebody as YouTube Composer of the Month, I have to be able to get permission to use portions of that clip and PDF excerpts that I can point things out in my Composer of the Month segment, and it has to be emailed to me in time for the segment to be created. All right? Now, one final thing is I would really like people to nominate other composers. Please don't nominate yourself. Now, I will try to run these Composer of the Month clips on a monthly basis, but it's kind of hard on me because I've got so many other things going on. Yet I would just, I'm so interested in everything that everybody is doing out there. There are a lot of you composers out there who are kind of just getting started, and you may not realize it, but your ideas are really fresh and they're really appealing and intriguing. Somebody once commented that I had a lot of really good things to say about a lot of composers, and the truth is that I just really am inspired when I hear a new idea, when I hear a fresh perspective. There's hundreds of you composers out there doing great things, and I would like you all to start paying attention to each other and seeing what the best of YouTube has to offer, and starting dialogues amongst yourselves that will be instructive. I mean, you could be helping each other's careers. You probably don't even need me except for just maybe some feedback and some tips on orchestration. So if there's any way to bring us all together as composers on YouTube, then I'd like to help in any way I can. So that's it from me. I just want to say, whatever inspires you, whatever makes the music flow from you, I hope that you encounter it this holiday season. I hope you have a really great time, and we'll check back in January with some more clips and some more stuff, and just keep the music going, people.